I started fencing because I had a family friend who started doing it, and my mom was like, that sounds like a fun sport, you should try. I was a pretty active kid, so I was trying a lot of sports. Like a year after I started fencing, COVID hit, and I had online fencing, and that was honestly like pretty rough. I wanted to quit because it was just so boring. But after I came back and started competing more, I actually found a lot of joy. My old coach left and a new coach came, and then a lot of what he emphasized was actually loving and enjoying the sport. He was like, you should focus on the process more rather than like focusing on like, oh, I should be winning every battle, like every bout in practice. Like, what do I really love about this sport? Like, why is it fun to me? And I think I do love this sport. Like, it's really fun to be able to like, you know, use your brain, but also like use it in a way that like combines physical and, you know, like strategic thinking. Even though I practiced less throughout the years, I like started enjoying it more. And I think that like it's the same to my life. Like for some things, like at first I started with like, ugh, like I have to do it. But then like as I kept doing things, I was like, I actually do like it and I find things enjoyable about it. I like the whole analyzing part, like how do I use my strengths to beat someone who has different strengths than I do? I really fell in love with that part of it. I guess 3-4 years after starting, I struggled a lot with people who were stronger than me, like in terms of physical strength. Like I would say I don't rely a lot on my strength. I rely a lot more on height and speed in terms of fencing. But in my private lessons, my coach, I would like ask him a lot, can you do exercises on, like rather than forcing my way around the blade, it would be like outspeeding them or like getting further from them so they can't like use their strength to overpower me. I remember one competition, like I was really proud of myself for being able to get around a lot of opponents who did that. Fencing is often called like physical chess. All sports are strategic to extent, but fencing is literally just you and someone else on the strip, and you kind of can only rely on your thinking. A lot of the strategy comes from like, once I'm down, how do I like not talk down on myself? How do I just like ignore the score and just like pretend the score is 0-0 and keep going? At the end of the day, you can be as skilled as you want in one thing, but whether or not you do something well is a lot on confidence and like being able to overcome bad things.
She's able to embody so many different things at once. She doesn't do anything because she's forced to do it, but really it all comes from this like very genuine, very authentic place of interest. And I think because she does everything with such like enjoyment and like genuine curiosity, she's able to like achieve so many things, but also be like a very positive like role model while doing it as well.
Okay, here we go.
Keep going. One club was like, not really a club of an organization, it's USAYPT, United States of America Youth Physicists Tournament. It's like a competition, international competition. You have 4 research problems. You do experiments on the problem, like wherever you see fit, and then you also like there's like a theoretical component. I like how that translates to like the real world. So my problem right now, I'll just explain it. When you wrap a rope around a pole, when you pull with tension on one side, the tension on the other side like exponentially increases by whatever the equation is. And like I think it's really interesting to see like how does it deviate from the equation, because like you have to make a lot of assumptions for the actual equation. For example, like you assume the rope is massless, you assume there's no elasticity in the rope, but in reality that's not true. And I think it's really fun to like explore like where these deviations come from and like why. When I first joined, I was like, this just seems like a fun physics thing to do, but I think I got a really good friend group out of that and a lot of people who I like talk to every day, and that's just something I wouldn't have ever expected. Talking to them made me realize like, you know, you can still have fun while doing hard things. Community and like the people I surround myself with are the most important. I find that like finding the right group of people or finding the people who like speak to you the most is like, no matter what you do in life, that's the most constant that's ever going to be there.
In the first year when I did the tournament, she was my team captain, and yeah, she was one that brought me into this, I guess, and kind of made me really passionate about this as well. Yeah, and she works really hard to make what she does enjoyable, and that is kind of like one of the best qualities that you have, because if you enjoy what you're doing, then you have like the ability to do it really well and really, really want to do it. And that liveliness, her energy is what brings many other people to the physics program. And I guess that's her energy is also probably what helps her in fencing so much as well.
At first, I was also kind of that like shy kid who didn't really ask for help from my coaches at all. But over time, I think what really helped was going to competitions and realizing that like even though I'm the one competing, I can still use the people around me and the coaches around me and ask them for help. I like even in practice, sometimes a lot of the younger kids they started asking me for a lot of help because like there's a lot of things that just comes from more experience, and I'd like to help them in whatever way I can. Yeah.
I think she has a beautiful balance between working hard and having fun. She has that sense of humor and curiosity and passion for learning that has nothing to do with the grade. And she has the work ethic and the intelligence and the academic acumen. That's the balance that she has that makes her amazing.
Being able to enjoy life regardless of like what's happening around you. Like my philosophy is kind of like no matter what's happening, you really can't control that, and the only thing you can control is how you choose to react to it and how you choose to live. So like why not choose to live happily or like just in a way that's like feels right to you.